Welcome to Movie Class by PizzaFLIX. Please stay tuned for today's program, but first, some tasty tidbits from your host. Before the Emperor lost his groove, before her historic television role as Catwoman, and just before her recording of that naughty holiday hit, Santa Baby, the one and only Eartha Kitt was a new face on Broadway. Beginning in 1934, Leonard Sillman produced a series of musical revues that introduced up-and-coming stars. The 52 revue opened at Broadway's Royale Theater with Robert Clary, Alice Ghostley, Paul Lynde, and of course, Eartha Kitt. It ran for 365 performances through March of 1953. That October, she recorded a song with Henry Renee and his orchestra. Its saucy lyrics caused it to be banned in much of the southern states. Nonetheless, Santa Baby went on to become the biggest selling Christmas song of the year. And now for our feature presentation. Originally screened in theaters beginning March 6, 1954. Retitled simply New Faces, a version of the 52 Broadway revue was filmed in Hollywood for 20th Century Fox and shot on Cinemascope. Most of the original cast returned, with the song order expanded to include Santa Baby and some others. A typical movie musical plot was added, but make no mistake, you're watching this for Eartha Kitt in her big screen debut. Prepare to be wowed.
Just started. 3 minutes, kids. Let's get ready.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Is Virginia here?
No, she's not. It's a good thing she's a friend of the producer.
And has a rich father.
Hey, what are you doing there? You hot dog. Oh. Goodness.
Overture started. Miss Kitt, 3 minutes. Miss Ghostley, 3 minutes. Miss Carroll, 3 minutes. Not now. Let's go, kids. Speed up.
Look out, mister.
Mr. Clary.
I'm down here, Ralph.
3 minutes.
Okay. Have you seen Cuckoo?
No, she isn't here yet.
Oh, here she comes. Cuckoo, darling, where have you been? Ronnie's been looking all over for you. Cuckoo, do you have it?
Only half of it.
How dumb can you get?
Hey, any more of that and you left me to deal with.
My dear Miss Virginia Duluth Claiborne, the man's here. He wants his money. You promised me, and I promised him he'd have it. All of it before curtain
But
time.
Daddy just won't until he sees what I do in the show.
You see, I told you to give us something more important to do.
You gave your solemn oath. You said a true Texan never breaks his word, remember?
But Daddy changed his mind. There's nothing I can do, Ronnie.
Places, everyone.
Gee whiz, I've just got to get dressed.
Places, everyone.
Here, take this. Give it to that man over there. I've got to hurry.
But what should I tell him?
Stall. I'm gonna have the rest of it in an hour.
But Ronnie had to... Why me? Monsieur, this way, please. I have something for you.
Everybody on stage.
This way, please.
Kurt, Mr. Clary, Kurt.
de partie n'importe où, bras dessous, en chantant des chansons. C'est si bon de se dire des mots doux, de petits rien de tout, mais qui en disent en langue, en voyant notre mine ravie. Les passants dans la rue nous envient, c'est si bon de gaieté dans ses yeux, une esprit merveilleux qui donnait la frisson. C'est si bon, ces petites sensations, ça vaut mieux que millions. C'est tellement, tellement bon. C'est bon. Voilà, c'est bon. Les passants dans la rue, bras dessous, en chantant des chansons, quel esprit merveilleux. C'est bon. Je cherche un millionnaire avec des grands Cadillac cars, mink coats, des bijoux jusqu'au cou, tu sais. C'est bon. Voilà, c'est bon. Peut-être quelqu'un avec un petit yacht, non? C'est bon. Ces petites sensations. Ce soir, demain, la semaine prochaine, j'attendrai, tu sais. Je cherchais bien quelqu'un qui pourrait m'apporter beaucoup de loot. C'est bon. Ces petites sensations. Il sera très crazy, non? Voilà, c'est tellement bon. He takes me off his income tax, so when he buys me Cadillacs, the FBI won't watch his movements. He writes me off as property improvements. He takes me off his income.
Now.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to present a new television panel program. We now take you to Washington, D.C. He takes me off his income tax.
It's time for Meet the Senate. Each week at this time, an ordinary American citizen meets two members of the Senate. Nothing official, just a friendly investigation.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to Meet the Senate. I am your genial moderator, District Attorney Otto Holly. Our distinguished panel this evening consists of Senator Harold Marble, Republican of Vermont, and Senator Eli Hutchison, Democrat of Missouri. Tonight we are going to investigate the effect of jazz music on the young people of America. Our guest witness is a musician who specializes in a branch of jazz known as bop. It promises to be an exciting session. Officer, would you bring on the witness?
Mr. Daz Rocco.
Greetings, Gates. What's the story?
You are Mr. Daz Rocco.
Who else, man? My card. I can't stand nothing square.
Yes, this is Senator Hutchison, Senator Marble, and I am the moderator for the panel, Otto Holly.
Skin, man. Mob.
Raise your right hand. Just the right hand. Do you swear the testimony about to give to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you?
Where'd you get them crazy lyrics?
Mr. Rocco, it has come to our attention that you as musician and band leader exert a tremendous influence among certain large segments of American youth. They consider you a tangible manifestation of a superior temperament.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Man, I couldn't say that. But let's stop goofing. I'm here to help you investigate and catch. Dig? know just how you feel, Jim.
Mr. Rocco, this panel is interested in finding out something about the nature of your work. You are an orchestra leader, are you not?
Mean to our front combo? Yeah, man.
In other words, your work is comparable to that of, say, Mr. Guy Lombardo.
That did it. I won't take that even from the government.
Please, Mr. Rocco, be seated.
Don't touch the soup, man. You'll make the colors run.
Now, could you tell us where you and your combo are currently employed?
Oh, it ain't no secret, Jim. We make it every night at Booby's Bop Hatch.
Just where is this establishment located?
On 52nd Street. I don't know the exact address, but it's the only building in the block that moves.
Do they serve liquor on the premises?
You mean groove juice? They certainly do. Man, every night about 12 o'clock, that joint is the groove juice in.
In other words, if one of your teenage fans wanted to see you, he'd have to come to this nightclub where the intoxicating beverages are sold?
No, they don't serve no juice to the kids. We do a special session for the Junior Jazz League. Starts at 4 o'clock every Sunday afternoon.
Now, when does it finish?
Thursday.
You mean you stay awake for 4 days?
Doesn't everybody? Man, it's easy if you know the magic word.
What magic word?
Benzodrine.
That's just plain crazy.
It's the crazy.
But who looks after your little boy?
I do, man. Why, every morning I give him a nice breakfast, a hot avocado seed soup, and a cold glass of Maltese milk.
You mean malted milk, don't you?
No, Maltese. It's cat's milk. It's awful hard to get, though. You gotta use a very low stool. You dig? Now, after that, I give little Daz's music lesson. Man, that kid's gonna be a great musician. He don't know what a melody is. What's his story?
Go on, Mr. Rocco.
Well, come 10 o'clock, it's time to go to work. So I pick up my horn, which has got a special D-nicotine filter in the mouthpiece, so you can blow and smoke at the same time. And I cut out for the bop hatch. Man moves me, and them cats are screaming for me. I get up on a stand, put out my hand, kick off the band. Then I pick up the horn and I blow. And the cats line up in a row. And I follow wherever I go. Go! Go!
Where's the rest of the committee?
They're gone, man! Real gone!
We're awaiting the arrival of a brand new face of France, a figure of romance who has us in a trance. We hope that he'll be pleased to see us waiting by the door, to see us waiting for the man whom we adore. His shadow comes in view, our senses start to reel. Voila, and sacre bleu, here is our ideal.
Bonsoir, bonsoir. I'm sorry that I'm late, but I've been signing autographs since 8:15. Chérie, chérie, je vous aime beaucoup. In case you don't speak French, it simply means that I love you, oh, l'amour encore. If I was tall, I'd love you more. But since I'm not, accept me as I am. And who can tell you, mademoiselle, you may be my madame.
Call me madam.
Pardon me, monsieur, I'm from the Morning Star. It's evident that you're a man of fame. It's also very clear I should know who you are, but somehow I just can't recall your name.
What? You don't know who I am?
What? You don't know who he is?
No. Who is he?
Shall I tell him?
Yes!
I'm the man of the hour, I'm the man of the year. I'm the fellow who has known from here to here to here to here. I'm the meaning of debonair. Who am I? I'm Lucky Pierre. I'm the man of the century, the man of the age. Why, my name will be in history on every single page. I'm the man who is always there. Who am I? I'm Lucky Pierre. I'm the boy, mais oui, oui. What a joy to be me. If you think that I brag and if you think that I boast, just be quiet and you'll hear them shout my name from coast to coast. And the echo is on in the air. Laissez faire for Lucky Pierre.
Though he's not very handsome and he's not very strong, in a cabin in a blizzard, he's the one you bring along. He's a quick, innovative sprayer. Who is he? He's Lucky Pierre.
From the banks of the Hudson to the banks of the Nile, just repeat my name and voila, you'll be serviced with a smile. From Trafalgar to Herald Square, not compare with Lucky Pierre. I am the man that every living husband has a right to fear. In my heart is madame, in Seville, Siam, where she is, there I am. Vive la chair, c'est la femme, c'est la vie, mes amis, c'est la guerre. Who am I? I'm Lord,
Life has been kind to me. I've riches enough to buy whatever catches my eye, but nothing catches my eye. My appetite has faded. Alas, the lady's jaded. When I was a little girl, poor and plain, all I asked of life was in this refrain. Penny candy, candy for a penny. I wish I could still get a kick from a penny peppermint stick, or an indigestible gummy hat that stuck to my teeth and made me fat. Penny candy, candy for a penny. I wish I could bounce a red ball on the brick of a tenement wall and never ask for more at all, at all. Candy, candy, the candy store I could never pass without pressing my nose against the glass. Candy, candy, and oh how I'd sigh, alack, for a doll made of sweet chewing wax. Penny candy, candy for a penny. I ask for more than a penny now. I've grown very wise, you see, but I wish that a sweet were still fun to eat. Now a penny's a memory.
Candy, candy.
Candy for a penny.
I wish I could still get a kick from a penny peppermint stick, or an indigestible gummy hat that stuck to my teeth and made me fat.
Candy, candy.
Candy for a penny.
I wish I could bounce a red ball on the brick of a tenement wall and never ask for more at all, at all.
Candy, candy.
The candy store I could never pass without pressing my nose against the glass. Penny, candy, candy for a penny. I ask for more than a penny now. I've grown very wise, you see, but I wish that a sweet were still fun to eat.
Hi, June. Hi, June. Gee, you got your old lady's perfume on?
Gussie. Hey, Gussie, we've got 2 cents left. Should we get a jawbreaker or a licorice whip?
Well, if we get the licorice whips, we can each have one.
How about us?
And besides, the jawbreakers cost 2 cents each.
Well, we could go dibs on it. I could break my jaw for a while, then your turn.
Who are you hitting? Look out, you're gonna get hit.
Hey, I'm first, naturally. It's my 2 cents. Hey, mister, could we please have a jawbreaker? No, not the white one. We like pink. No, not that one on top. That one way down there on the bottom. Whoops, don't spill them, mister. Oh, nice, shiny pink one. Thank you, mister. Good, Gussie. No, it's not your turn yet. You know what I'm going to be when I grow up? A movie star, like Nita Now. Mama told me what you're going to be. An elephant. Gee, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, Gussie. Maybe when you grow up, you get skinny like a snake. Don't cry, Gussie. Please don't cry. Here, it's your turn for the jawbreaker. If you stop crying, you can keep it.
Penny, candy, candy, poor penny. I ask for more than a penny now. I've grown very wise, you see. But I wish that the sweet were still fun to eat. Now a penny, a memory. Tropical nights, orchids in bloom, sultry perfume, intrigues and dangers with passionate strangers. I've seen it all as I recall. I met him in Boston, in the native quarter. He was from Harvard, just across the border. It was a magical night with romance everywhere. There was something in the air. There always is in Boston. We went to the Casbah. That's an Irish bar there. The underground hideout of the DAR there. Something inside of me said, watch your heart, mademoiselle. And it might be just as well to watch your purse in Boston. We went to the Common. That's a pretty park there. As I remember, it was pretty dark there. In this exotic locale by a silver lagoon, underneath a voodoo moon, we fell asleep in Boston. That was the story of my one romance there. Our dream of adventure didn't stand a chance there. How could we hope to enjoy all the pleasures ahead when the books we should have read were all surprise in Boston, exotic Boston, land of the free, home of the brave, home of the Red Sox, home of the Bean, and the home of the Boston Bee.
How does it look? Does he like it?
It's too dark. I can't see him. Why are you worried?
Because my father doesn't want me to be an actress. He's done about everything to try and stop me, and now I guess he's succeeded.
What do you mean?
I have a terrible feeling about the money.
Someone give the money so the show closes. You still won't go back to Texas.
You don't know my father.
Well, tell him you won't go back. And why? Because je t'aime de trop. Tu es la seule chose au monde qui compte pour moi. Sans toi, tout me paraît vide. Je te laisserai pas tourner au Texas, ça c'est définitif. T'es ma fiancée et je t'aime.
Mr. Clary, you better get ready.
And that's why.
Let's write fancy things about love. They complicate it so.
Love, c'est la vie en rose.
Love just is, I know. Love is a simple thing. Love is a silver ring, shiny as a ribbon ball, soft as a quiet snow. Love is a nursery rhyme. Oh, there's the tick of time. Love is so many things, bright as an angel's wings, gentle as the morning light, long as a winter night. Love makes an old heart sing, and it fills every empty space. Love is a warming place. Love is a simple thing. Love is a simple thing. Love is a silver ring, shiny as a ribbon, soft as a quiet snow.
Brillant comme un beau diamant, comme de la neige qui tombe doucement. Love, c'est un d'enfant, vieux comme le tic-tac du temps. Love, c'est un million de franges blancs comme des ailes d'ange, doux comme une nuit de mai, fait pour des gens de paix. Love fait chanter les vieux cœurs et bannit tous les gens moqueurs. Love, c'est un coin charmant. Love nous rend tous contents. Love is a simple thing. Love is a breath of spring.
Is a magic ring, more fun than a puppet show. Bright as the scarlet bow. Love is both thunder and rain. Love is the soaring plane. Love is a pink balloon, sad as an old buffoon, wild as a storm at sea. Love is sheer insanity. Love is a touch of spring, and it gives you a sudden grace. Love is a special face. Love is a simple thing. beautiful thing. Love is a silver ring.
Brille encore ma beau diamant, comme la neige qui tombe doucement.
Love is a touch of spring, and it
Gives you a sudden grace. Love is a special place. Love is a simple
I've been called names by many a bride. I admit they cause me pain. But lately I've been classified as a long-term capital gain. He takes me off.
Now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next scene is about a famous author. To quote from the jacket of his latest book, quote, Mr. Caput is 30 years old, wears a checkered vest, has black hair, and bangs, unquote.
He takes me off his income tax.
Hi, y'all. I just wrote another book, and I've been aching to tell somebody about it. I do all my writing right here in this little old hamlet. Now, the leading character in my book is one Gerald Fenwick. I was going to have two Gerald Fenwicks, but there ain't enough women in here to go around as is, so we'll leave him alone. Now, Gerald and his mother, Beulah Bell, live on the remains of their plantation, Fenwick's Folly. I'd like to read a little bitty out here, just giving sort of idea what's happening inside. Gerald decided there was only one thing to do about the matter, even though the thought of doing anything about anything filled him with revulsion and fright and a kind of a fear, too. My choice lays in one direction only, he said, and that is to marry Melanie Monticello. There was something alive about Melanie, something alive. And that's what Gerald could not stand, something alive. But that night, he told his mother of his decision anyway. There she was in the living room, rummaging through the mildew contents of old copper trunk. Mother, said Gerald, I have something to tell you. I'm going to marry Melanie Monticello. Now, don't you be a silly dear, said his mother. You know she's your sister on your father's side, so you just shut your mouth. Shut it up. Just then, the house gave a slight lurch as the termites finished with the south wing. Mother, what now? She smiled softly as she settled slowly into the trunk for the last time. And as the lid nipped off the end of her itty-bitty nose, she looked at her son significantly and she said, ouch. But I ain't gonna read no more of my book now, 'cause I want y'all to buy a copy when it's published. So you could read for yourself in the next chapter the very strange and decadent and even amusing way I picked to get rid of everybody. Then for 232 pages, there ain't no people. Before I go, I would like to say one thing. A lot of literary critics have been telling y'all that I'm an unhealthy author. I ain't unhealthy, folks. I'm sick.
We were too rich, too beautiful for true love. That's what Mama and Papa said.
I wonder if they were right. Mama is gone. Papa too, leaving two little girls with nothing. beauty. Dusty, dusty teapot, you're as old as I. Can anyone be as old as I? They can if they try, they can if they try to be as old as I. Just live too long with a memory in an empty house and free. You'll soon be as old as, soon be as old as, soon be as old as me. As I, you'll soon be as old as we. Poor old house, aren't you weary of us? We'll never leave you, never go out the door. What for? We were born in this house, you know, trillions of years ago, but just a year apart. We were constantly taken for twins. House, you were young then, like us. And oh, what beauties we were, we three. The house, and thee, and me. Remember our debut in 1902. I was 18 in 1902. My gown was made in France by Patou for the dance. Mine was from Pekin with pale pink satin bow and silver bells and cockle shells and pretty old maids in a row. The musicians played encore, encore. I fairly flew around the ballroom floor, but I failed to fall in love that night. Though the men were handsome and my head was We were too rich, too beautiful for true love. That's what Mama and Papa said. I wonder if they were right. Time for tea, time for tea. You'll soon be as old as, soon be as old as, soon be as old as me. As you'll soon be as old as we.
Martial art. I refuse to paint this. I can't get Alouette out of my mind. Everybody thinks that Alouette is a girl, but it's a bird. You know, when I was a little kid in France, every day I used to sing about Alouette. Alouette, very kind Alouette. Alouette, I pick you up your feather. Alouette, very kind Alouette. I pick you up your feather from your head, from your eyes, from your beak, from your neck, from your this, from your body. Alouette, gentille Alouette, Alouette, je te plumerai. Alouette, gentille Alouette, Alouette, je te plumerai. Je te plumerai la tête, je te plumerai la tête, je te plumerai les yeux, je te plumerai les yeux, et la tête, et les yeux, Alouette, gentille Alouette, Alouette, je te plumerai. Alouette, gentille Alouette, Alouette, je te plumerai. Je te plumerai le bec, je te plumerai le bec, je te plumerai le cou, je te plumerai le cou, et la tête, et les yeux, et le bec, et le cou, Alouette, gentille Alouette, Alouette, je te plumerai. Alouette, gentille Alouette, Alouette, je te plumerai les ailes, je te plumerai les ailes, je te plumerai le corps, je te plumerai le corps, et la tête, et les yeux, et le bec, et le cou, et les ailes, et le corps. Alouette, gentille Alouette, Alouette, je te plumerai. Alouette, gentille Alouette, Alouette, je te plumerai, te plumerai, te plumerai, te plumerai, te plumerai.
Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa honey, a 54 convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be oh so good if you check off my Christmas list. Santa honey, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. Been an angel all year, Santa baby, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa cutie, there's one thing I really do need, the deed to a platinum mine, Santa cutie, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, and fill my stocking with the duplex and checks. Sign your X on the line, Santa cutie, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Tiffany. I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me. Santa, honey, forgot to mention one little thing, a ring. I don't mean on the phone, Santa, honey, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry. Tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? You are probably quite aware that the Marquis de Quiver has done it again. In society circles, his latest masquerade ball was rated second only to the crowning of Elizabeth. Well, at great expense and time, we will do this masquerade ball as a command performance with original music, lyrics, and choreography. In other words, a musicale entitled Waltzing in Venice or Take Off the Mask.
Waltzing in Venice with you isn't so easy to do. If you should take one more step than you oughta, you will be doing the waltz underwater. Oh, what joy could ever compare with waltzing in Venice with care? What a thrill when the waltz is a fast one. Going each step may well be your last one. More fatiguing than tennis, intriguing with menace is waltzing in Venice with you. Waltzing in Venice with you isn't so easy to do. If you should take one more step than you oughta, you will be doing the waltz underwater. Oh, what joy could ever compare with waltzing in Venice with care? What a thrill when the waltz is a fast one. Knowing each step may well be your last one. More fatiguing than tennis, intriguing with Venice is waltzing in Venice with you.
Take off the mask, please take off the mask. I know you anywhere, so I ask you, take off the mask you wear. Please be fair, won't you lose your plummin'? Take off the dummin', oh, you're hiding behind. It's no secret to me that you turn out to be my ideal. For I feel that I've known you in Estonia, and I want to bat for you down in Latvia. All the things I've been to you in India.
Oh, India! Oh, well.
I haven't forgotten, so please don't be rotten. And take off your mask, that's all that I ask you to do. But please take off your false face, and just let me waltz face to face with you.
No, you naughty boy. Though you may think me haughty boy, I must refuse what you're asking me. You must not think of unmasking me before 12 o'clock. That is how the game is played. It's the masquerade.
Yes, you saucy miss.
No.
I will be bold and bossy miss. Till midnight I don't choose to wait. Matter of fact, I refuse to wait. So take off your mask, that's just what I'm going to do. Put back the mask, that's all that I ask you to do. Put the mask on face, no one will waltz face to face with you.
I hope I was all right. You think they liked it, though?
Virginia, your father wants to see you. Out there.
Well, Mr. Claiborne, wait until you see Virginia in the last half of the show.
That's fine. That's what I'll do.
But the man's waiting for his money, and I thought...
Well, tell him he'll just have to wait for it.
Ronnie's been so wonderful to me, Dad. Please give him the money now. You see, I promised him you would.
Well, Virginia, I've told you right along that before I give you all of the money, I have to see all of the show.
But you don't understand.
Oh, I understand very well, my dear. I'm more anxious about your career than you are.
I appreciate how you feel, sir, but you see, I promised the man he'd have his money before showtime, and
I'll come back before the show's over. And don't worry about the money, son. A Texan never breaks his word. It's just a matter of good business, that's all. Right?
Yes, sir. That's right. Au programme, Monsieur Claiborne.
Oh, thank you very much, Sonny.
happy to announce that last month's prize winner is here with us today. And I'm sure that Mr. Canker has a very interesting story to tell us about his prize-winning pleasure trip to darkest Africa. Mr. Canker.
Hula, la, ba, ba, America. Hoo, ba, ba, la, la, Africa. Hello, America. Hello, America. Africa says hello. I just got from Africa, and I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you who are responsible for my being sent to the Congo. Your generous donations far exceeded anything my late wife or I anticipated. And the only way I know of really showing my thanks for those 4 swell days is to share with you some of the highlights of our trip. Just keep your seats. I'm going to be all right. One of them cobra snakes struck me right between the eyes. You know how that feels. The doctor let him take a look at it, but I'm set on finishing this tour. So I've just been taking aspirins and doping a little. There are several approaches to the jungle. My wife and I tried them all. But we found being dropped from a plane the most satisfactory. Although our guide had trouble with his parachute and jumping and broke both his ankles. But guides are a dime a dozen down there, and we got us another guide right away. The safari was there already waiting for us, and we jumped, and they all began yelling and throwing flowers and fruit at us. Made you feel warm all over. After an hour or so of this tomfoolery, we hit out on the trail. Our destination for that first day was the source of the Nile, the longest, and I might add, the dirtiest river in the world. Oh, but it was stinking. Our pack mules would fall down and play dead when it came time to water them. It gets dark fairly early in the jungle. We pitch camp about 4:15. In spite of the stench, I slept like a top. That jungle area is wonderful for sleeping, so you want to take along plenty of blankets and guns. The next morning was one of those mornings when you hear the screech of the orangutan, the roar of the lion, and the trees were full of beautifully colored birds and snakes. Rembrandt couldn't have captured that beauty. It was one of those mornings you feel like just running around barefoot. Well, we had only been tramping on the trail about 4 or 5 hours, and my wife began to complain of her feet. The only shoes she had with her were those high-heeled sling pumps. Well, she just couldn't take it, so we had to leave her there out on the trail. A couple of days later, on the way back, I found this piece of her dress, along with her purse and gloves. And to this day, I don't know what happened to her. But what I really remember about that day was, it was the only day it didn't rain. And I got to take some dandy snapshots. They're not quite as good as I'd like to have them, but I lost the negatives when I was washed over a waterfall. Now, I'm sorry. As you can see, this first picture is a little blurred. But while I was taking the picture, I got pretty badly gored by a rhinoceros. That laid me up for a couple of days. Luckily, though, 2 women missionaries pulled me through that scrape. I guess they had gotten gored once or twice themselves, so I suppose they knew what to do. This next picture is a picture of a chief of a friendly native tribe. There aren't too many friendly tribes in Africa. In fact, this is the only one our bunch ran into. Most of them get a little out of hand when you run out of trinkets for them, especially them head shrinkers. Say they really become sassy. Hat on when you talk to them. Well, say I can see my time's running out here. What I've tried to do is tell and show you some of the things about Africa that aren't in the travel folders. It isn't the nicest place in the world. No, wait, I won't say that. I'll say this. I don't believe I'd recommend it for the whole family. If the children don't hunt, there really isn't too much for them. Thank you.
It's rainy memory. I don't need a weatherman to tell me that it's rainy memory. And it's also raining rain. Just look at my heart. It rained the day that I found you, waiting for a crust-on bus. It rained the night that I lost you. The gods were playing house on fire with us. It's raining memories. Memories of days when you and I were one. It's raining memories. And it's also raining like the son of a gun. Romance is just an empty fizzle. In its grip, I'm a drip in a dreary drizzle. Rainy memories on me.
Üsküdar'a giderken bilmem bir buldum. Üsküdar'a giderken bilmem bir buldum. Mendelemen içene de lokum doldurdum. Mendelemen içene de lokum doldurdum. Üsküdar'a giderken ben dil buldum. Üsküdar'a giderken bilmem dil buldum. Mendelemen içene de lokum doldurdum. Mendelemen içene de lokum doldurdum.
You know, in the old days in Turkey, they say many women had male secretaries. Oh, those Turks.
He takes me off his income tax, but after his taxes in 53, he used to have a secretary and a yacht. Now he's left with just a wife and an old TP. He takes me off. Stop! And now, ladies and gentlemen, an exclusive about a boy who fell in love with. Guess who? He takes me off his income tax. Well, how am I doing?
Great, just great. But what's the good if the show has to close? Do you think you'll get the rest of the money?
What's the matter with me? What's the matter with me? School is laid out in its way after 3, but I'm sitting here with my chin on my knee. Say, what is the matter with me? I should be at home, and I wanna go home, but I know darn well I'm not gonna go home. So I just sit here with my chin on my knee. What the heck is the matter with me? What if the gang saw me sitting like this? They think I was waiting for some girl. So what if they saw me? They couldn't hear me, 'cause I'm not waiting for any girl. Then what am I waiting here for? And why am I watching the door? I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with Miss Logan. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with Miss Logan. Though I still hate arithmetic, I'll pass arithmetic, long as Miss Logan is teaching arithmetic. I'm in love with Miss Logan, and I wish I was not. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, that's my slogan. With an angel who flies up above, that's Miss Logan. Though the study of history still is a mystery, she teaches history, I learn my history. I'm in love with Miss Logan, and I hope nobody finds out. Though I don't even know the first name of Miss Logan, I'm in love just the same with Miss Logan. Every school day I speak at her, 5 days a week at her. Yet here I sit waiting for one more peek at her. I'm in love with Miss Logan, and I wish that she'd hurry up.
Hello, Andre.
Hello, Miss Logan.
Are you waiting for someone?
No, mademoiselle.
Everybody's gone home. I'm the last one.
I know, ma'am.
Did you want to see me?
Oh, no, ma'am.
Andre, is there anything wrong?
No, ma'am.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then. Coming, Andre?
No, ma'am.
Andre!
Mary!
Darling!
Sorry I'm late.
Please, in front of the little boy. Good night, Andre. See you tomorrow. He's a funny little fella. Sweet, though.
There's one person that I don't love. It's Miss Logan. If there's one person I'd like to shove, it's Miss Logan. She could talk to me, sing to me, candy bars bring to me, hold me and cling to me, don't mean nothing to me. I don't love old Miss Logan, and I wish I was there.
Harry the Heel, notorious pickpocket, believed seen in local area.
Hello, Harry.
Hello, May.
You look tired. How did it go today?
Oh, what's the sense in talking? The little man ain't got a chance. Today, in order to get someplace, you gotta be a big operator.
What happened, Harry?
I made $8. Is this what a man should bring home to his wife? May, I'm 53 years old. I made $8. And I was darn lucky to make that. Thank goodness there was a parade today, or I might have ended up with a lousy $2.
Then you made $6 at the parade, huh? Tell me about it.
Well, there were a lot of cops around, and I was nervous. May, something's happening to me. I'm getting so I can't pick pockets when cops are around. I was never like that, was I, May?
No, Harry, you were never like that.
Tell me I was never like that.
You were never like that, Harry.
I was never like that.
You were never like that.
I was never like that. By the way, where's the kid?
Oh, he's around.
Around where?
Well, he just went down to the corner to sit. He's down in the playground playing baseball with the other boys.
Baseball?
Harry.
This is how a boy amounts to something? This is where my teaching and training go? Wasted, all waste on a boy that takes a bat in his hand and smashes his father's hopes and dreams.
Come on, eat your spaghetti, Harry. It's getting cold.
May, this country's going insane. All the boy thinks of is becoming a Joe DeMus.
Sit down, Harry.
I talk to him and he doesn't listen to me. May, I failed. I failed as a father.
No, Harry, and he won't fail you. He's got your blood in him.
I'm not a well man. I'm not a well man.
Oh, Mom. Hiya, Dad.
You're not ashamed to say hello to your father?
No, I'm not ashamed, am I, Mom? Hiya, Dad.
You're not ashamed to waste your time in playgrounds when you should be learning your craft? Why, when I was your age, it's breaking into candy stores already.
Why's it got a holler?
You're no good. You're well liked. Stanley, I'm your father. And believe me, I know what's best for you. I'll help you. I'll teach you. Stanley, you're all I've got. Don't you ever want to become a criminal?
Sure, Dad.
Then in the name of Dillinger, why don't you listen to me?
Because you holler.
Stanley, I know how hard it is to start. I'm not asking you to do impossible things. Begin at the bottom. Start small. Put slugs into paid telephones. Steal at school. Punch your buddy in the mouth.
Stanley, listen to your father.
Sure, Dad. Hey. That reminds me. This is the end of the term, isn't it? Uh-huh. Okay, where's the report card?
I lost it.
So you
father a report card.
No, I won't.
Come on, give me the report card.
No, I won't.
All right. I guess there comes a time in every boy's life when he thinks he can lick his father. You think that time has come? I'd like to know about it.
Harry.
May. Think you can whip your old man, huh? The old man is old, maybe think, son. Come on, son. May! Why won't the boy listen to me?
Stanley, show your report card to your father.
Oh, I hear that. Gee, I wish you wouldn't look at it.
A.
I'm sorry.
B plus.
Dad, I tried to make a...
A.
I didn't mean it.
B plus. A.
You're killing that man. That's a sick man. Pay attention. Oh, Stanley, follow in his footsteps or you'll put your father in his grave. Stanley! Stanley! Remember, you're an only son and you mean so much to us. Oh, please, for his sake and mine, steal something. Anything. I know you can. I know. Deep down inside, down where it really counts, you're rotten.
Thanks, Mom. Mom, I love him and I love you too. You know that. What's wrong with me? I got crazy blood in me. I'm a misfit like Uncle Fred, the cop.
You must never mention that man's name in this house.
Oh, Mom, I gotta tell you something. I know it's gonna sound strange, but you got me. Mom, I got a job. An honest job.
Told you never to use that kind of...
Stanley! Oh, son, you come through! A Tommy gun! My boy's got it! What the heck is this?
It's a violin. I love it. I want to be a great musician.
You want to be a...
Dad!
There'll be no musicians in this house! You hear me? I'm not having it!
Stanley, come back!
Let him go! He's not my son. We'll go on together, alone. Go get my tools. I'm gonna crack a safe tonight. When I'm lost in my work, I kind of forget the pain of life.
Now, don't forget what we went through, Harry. It's a Thompson safe with a 4.4 tumbler combination. Don't use too much nitro, and don't forget to eat the sandwiches. And remember, the watchmen are changed at 10:15. And, Harry, don't look so...
Nag!
There's the man. Hurry to yield. My father.
Okay, where's the reward?
Here you are, son. $500.
Hey! Hey, the boy turned in his own father, his own flesh and blood for a filthy reward, May. Our boy's a stool pigeon. He's gonna be all right. He's gonna be all right. He's gonna be all right.
Cuckoo? Everything will work out, honey. You'll see. If your father doesn't give the money, and if the show closes, won't there be other shows?
For you, yes, but not for me.
What are you saying, darling?
Daddy's right. I don't belong here. I guess I better go back to Lonesome Well, Texas with him. At least everyone there won't laugh at me.
I don't laugh at you. You are a charming, talented, beautiful girl. Where I go, you go. Because sans toi, comme je te l'ai dit avant, rien n'existe au monde pour moi. Tout devient triste et embêtant. Puis tu peux être ma femme. That is if you want me.
Why, Robert, what are you saying?
Le cœur me dit que tu es la seule femme au monde pour moi.
In English?
Well, I look at you through my heart and I see the only girl in the world for me.
Oh, Robert.
I just got in from Salem, and I'd like to get the facts. Someone named Lizzie Borden has done something with an axe. And you're worried because the hoedown usually held on Saturday night might be ruined because of Lizzie. Is that your problem?
Right. What in the world's gonna happen to the hoedown now?
Something wrong with the hoedown?
What in the world's gonna happen to the hoedown?
hold down now?
What went wrong with the holdout?
What in the world's gonna happen to the hold down since Elizabeth acted low down? What in the world's gonna happen to the hold down now?
What happened?
Don't you know what happened yesterday morning? Sometime between 10 o'clock and noon.
The thing that happened without any warning.
The biggest news since Miss Hughes went up in that balloon.
Oh!
What in the world's gonna happen to the hold down now?
You mean the trial of Lizzie?
What in the world's gonna happen to the hold down now?
It's gonna keep you busy.
What in the world's gonna happen to the hold down? Will we let the hold down go down? What in the world's gonna happen since she caught her parents napping? What in the world's gonna happen to this Saturday afternoon? Oh, down, down, Lizzie Borden took the axe and gave her parents a good wife. Lizzie Borden took the axe for a good wife.
Now, as I see it, Lizzie Borden is slightly out of step. Because she made them put off the hold-downs. That's the problem?
Yeah.
That means the regular social function can't be held because of the trial.
Of course we could get out an injunction.
Or else we could.
Wait a while. Go tell Mrs. Elmer Drury to come down here and sit on the jury. Go get Ebenezer Burney.
Who is he?
District Attorney.
And tell Mrs. Jones to leave her fudge and go into the bedroom to wake up the judge. Get Miss Lizzie to bring that axe and come on down with a couple of facts. I got a plan that'll make you smile. We'll have the hoedown with the trial. Come on, everybody. We'll have the hoedown with the trial.
Howdy, Lizzie.
Howdy, Judge.
Where's Mr. Burney?
District Attorney, there is Judge. There is Judge.
Order in the court, Lizzie, don't budge.
Hello, folks. Howdy, Sonny. Yesterday in Old Fall River, Mr. Andrew Borden died. Now they got his daughter Lizzie on a charge of homicide. Some folks say she didn't do it. Others say, of course she did. But we all agree Miss Lizzie B is a problem kind of kid. Cause you can't chop your papa up in Massachusetts, not even if it's planned as a surprise. No, you can't chop your papa up in Massachusetts. You know how neighbors love to criticize. Now she got him on the sofa where he gone to take a snooze. And I hope he went to heaven cause he wasn't wearing shoes. She sort of rearranged him with a hatchet, so they say. And then she got her mama in that same old-fashioned way.
But you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts.
Not even if you're tired of her cuisine.
No, you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts.
You know it's almost sure to cause a scene. Well, they really kept her hopping on that busy afternoon. What with down and upstairs chopping while she hummed a ragtime tune. They really made her hustle, and when all was said and done, she'd removed her mother's bustle when she wasn't wearing one.
But you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts.
And then blame all the damage on the mice.
No, you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts.
That kind of thing just isn't very nice. Now, it wasn't done for pleasure, and it wasn't done for spite. And it wasn't done because the lady wasn't very bright. She always did the slightest thing her ma and papa bid. They said, Lizzie, cut it out. And that's exactly what she did.
But you can't chop your papa up in Massachusetts.
And then get dressed and go out for a walk.
No, you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts is a far cry from New York.
Now, what do we do now?
Let's have a hoedown.
What do we do about her?
About me?
About you.
What we do?
Say, what are you waiting for?
Did you do it, Liz?
Dear me, no.
That good enough for you, Judge? I guess so. That good enough for you folks?
Yes.
And Lizzie, you're free.
Beat it, beat it, beat it.
Now let's go down the bread.
Yes. Lead the hoedown.
Lizzie wants to lead the hoe.
Lock and latch it. Here comes Lizzie with a brand new hatchet.
You can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts.
Cross your fingers, knock on wood. Local girl is making good.
You can't chop your papa up in Massachusetts.
She's such a snob, I heard it said she met a paw and cut him dead.
You can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts.
Jump like a fish, jump like a porpoise, all take hands and habeas corpus.
You can't chop your papa up in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts is a far cry from New York.
Oh, Lizzie Borden, Massachusetts. Here's a far cry from New York. Yeah.
You know, in France, we usually celebrate our 4th of July by
having what you call a block dance. We dress ourselves as American jitterbugs and cowboys.
C'était un soir de 14 juillet.
She says it was the 14th of July.
Quelle grande ambiance que dans sur un fil.
The streets were all decorated with lanterns.
Faisait briller solitaire et discret.
She meets a boy.
Un petit bal au milieu de la ville.
Et naturellement, they fall in love.
Bal, petit bal, où je t'ai connu, souviens-toi. Tu n'étais pour moi ce soir-là, rien qu'un inconnu. Toi, bleu, au bien vert, des yeux lumineux, sans si clair. Ils m'ont mis la tête à l'envers sur une heure de fête. Je me souviens du patron sympathique qui discutait politique avec l'agent flegmatique. Pour nous deux, un seul musicien paresseux, et gabon léger qui faisait voler des cheveux. Et quand de l'avion s'est éteint, un rente moitié dans la ville. C'était la nôtre, dansant au matin. Un petit bal, devenu tranquille. Bal, petit bal, where I first met you. There you stood under a lantern all alone. Blue, green, your bright shining eyes made my head turn upside down. Remember the old man who tried to talk politics? We scarcely heard him. For us, there was a lone violinist. It's a night I'll always remember. Ah, mes amis, ce fut une belle noce. Le patron et ce oui gosse étaient venus en carrosse. Maintenant, voilà client, pour l'entendre. Un soir ensemble, nous a réunis de toute la vie. Nous a réunis de toute la vie. Adieu.
Bal, petit bal. Ta-da-da-da-dee, ta-da-da, ta-da-da-da-dee, ta-da-dee, ta-da-da-da-dee.
It was wonderful, wonderful.
Virginia! You were great, dear. Just great.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
I always knew you'd be a head cuckoo. I mean, Virginia.
Well, here you are.
Dad, I've got a surprise for you. I'm going to be married.
Married? Well, congratulations, son. How tall are you?
Oh, about 6 feet, I guess.
6 feet? Oh, that's wonderful. That's the way we like them in Texas. I knew you wouldn't disappoint me, Virginia.
Dad, this is the man I'm going to marry.
Oh.
Everyone gets into a dull routine if they don't get a chance to change the scene. I could not be wearier, life could not be drearier if I lived in Siberia. I'll tell you what I mean. I met a rather amusing fool while on my way to Istanbul. He gave me the Black Sea for my swimming pool. Monotonous for 30 days, salt air I sniffed while I was shipwrecked and cast adrift with a man who looked like Montgomery Clift. monotonous, or what it's worth. Throughout the earth, I'm known as femme fatale. When the yawn comes up like thunder, brother, take back your Taj Mahal. Jack Fat made a new style for me. I even made Johnny Ray smile for me. A camel once walked a mile for me. Monotonous, monotonous. I could not be Miriam. Life could not be Tyria if I lived in Siberia. Traffic has been known to stop for me. Prices even rise and drop for me. Toscanini played bop for me. Monotonous, monotonous. There are such demands for me. A man of distinction switched brands for me. Macy's and Gimbel's shook hands for me. Monotonous, monotonous, monotonous.
Everything's going to be all right, Robert.
Are you sure, darling?
Daddy's going home tonight. Oh, I almost forgot. Here. I better hurry.
But, Cuckoo.
I could not be Miriam. Life could not be Tyria if I lived in Siberia. Though I know I've acres of dough, I'm not sure of the amount. It might be exciting someday if I learn to count. Shanghai Shek sends me pots of tea. Gaylord Hauser sends me vitamin D. They wrote for me. Monotonous, monotonous, monotonous. I take him off my income tax. I buy him anything I please. It doesn't cost me very much. And goodness, he's so nice to squeeze.
Now,
Now!
ladies and gentlemen, the next number really needs no introduction.
And so, we won't make any.
Now?
Now! I take him off my income tax. I buy him anything I please. It doesn't cost me very much.
We hope to see you again. We hope to see us again. What a pleasant way to finally meet. We hope you enjoyed your front row seat.